porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good Tuesday morning to you. Good foggy Tuesday morning to you. Welcome to the front porch. My name's Kenny Dean, along with Mr. Scott Blake with his good-looking shirt on.
Thank you. It's brand new.
So you weren't supposed to say that.
Why?
You know, supposed to let folks know you got new clothes.
I don't
Brian
get.
Fuller, good morning.
I don't get new clothes very often, so I have to say I got a new shirt.
Adam Wade, good morning, good morning, good morning, sir.
Well, good morning to you, gentlemen. How are you doing this morning?
Man,
Pretty
doing
good.
That's a little damp fog out there this morning. I don't know if you've been outside yet. I'm sure you have.
Oh, yeah, I went out early, and it was, and I don't know, maybe about, I don't know, it was 10 degrees. It was warmer than yesterday, so it was warmer, but then, the dampness of the fog, but, it was a good morning out there, and
52 degrees.
52 degrees. Okay, I think it was about 43 when I went out yesterday. So, about 9 degrees difference. You can tell it when you get out and you get moving around outside.
The frogs and salamanders were enjoying this morning.
Oh, yeah, heck yeah. Hey, January is School Board Recognition Month, and we want to recognize you and the entire board. We've got them up right now. Of course, you're the president, Dr. Shante Ruffin, vice president, Mrs. Kimberly Carter, board member, Brett Pritchard, board member, and Scott Hardy, board member. So I know that we appreciate what you do because it's not an easy job, and I know sometimes a lot of decisions to make, and it's all on y'all. So thank y'all for what y'all do, and I think every month should be School Board Recognition Month.
Well, Kenny, I appreciate that. I tell you what, we've got a great board, and over the last 3.5 to 4 years or so, I've had an opportunity to work on the school board to try to serve there, and we have a cohesiveness among our board members. It doesn't mean we always agree on everything, but we're able to talk and have a dialogue. And boy, you can see some scary videos out there, some other boards that just don't enjoy that. And I appreciate the ability and the willingness of the ones on our board that want to get together. And hey, the thing is, do what's best for these kids and the school system, and just try to keep everything moving forward. So thank you very much, and hey, my kudos to the other board members and just to our whole ACS staff this morning. What a great group as they're back, and we talked a little bit yesterday. The kids getting ready to go back to school today, so just wishing them all a great day today as they get back in the hang of things.
And you talk about you don't always agree on things. You don't want to always agree on things. You want to have opinions. That's what makes it a strong board.
Absolutely, and we're able to express those opinions, ideas, and people approach subjects from from different perspectives. Boy, it's great, and it gives good discussion, and so I really enjoy it.
Well, we appreciate y'all a whole bunch, and I hope you have a real good day. We thank you for getting our day started. So we'll turn it over to you for the thought of the day right now, Adam Wade.
Okay, well, thank you so much. We talked yesterday about open doors, and I was thinking last night, I was reading some more on some other things and thinking about open hearts. So sort of continue that same sort of theme, but, when one of the things God calls us to do is speak his word with compassion, to have open hearts towards others. And I was reading in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 9, you read through chapter 9, Jesus had healed some, he had delivered some, and it goes through, and there were crowds that had gathered. The crowds like to see, when things were going on and when Jesus was doing things. And chapter 9, verse 36, it said when he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them because it says they were distressed and they were downcast. They were like sheep without a shepherd. He didn't see the crowds of people as an interruption, but he saw that, they had a need. There was a condition in their life that they had a need for. He said they were like sheep without a shepherd. He was moved with compassion. It wasn't something, just a distant sympathy or something that he kept them at arm's length, but he was compelled to act, and he had that compassion for them. They were, they were surrounded by noise, but yet they lacked direction, and there was a lot of activity going on around them, but yet they were starving for care, for someone who actually cared. And I was thinking about that in our society today. There's always stuff going on. There's noise all around us, but do we really see people, and do we really care for them? Even as I was out walking this morning, I was thinking, who are we going to come across today, maybe on our jobs, maybe out in town, in the community, and maybe the attitude doesn't seem exactly right. Or, boy, they got up on the wrong side of the bed, Kenny, or, boy, they're just having a bad day. Well, you know what, maybe so, but maybe they just need us to show them a little bit of compassion. I think this verse here, it challenges us to ask what we see when we look at people. Do we see people as problems we need to fix? Oh, I can be guilty of that sometimes. Well, let me fix this. Maybe we see them as things that need to be corrected, behaviors that need to be corrected, or maybe we even see them as, these are people I need to avoid. But you know what? When Jesus saw them, he says, they're like sheep without a shepherd, and he had compassion. And when we have compassion on people, it changes the lens through which we see them. And maybe they're broken, maybe they're wandering, or maybe they're going through difficult situations. But if we can view them with compassion, compassion is not just something that's passive, but it moves us toward prayer for those people. It moves us toward service for those people, and it moves us toward sharing the heart of God towards those people. So today, my prayer is that we would ask God to give us his eyes and his heart of compassion, so that we won't be numb when we see others, when we see those that are hurting all around us. But when we see people, that we will see them as Jesus does, so that we will love them as Jesus loves, and so that we will be moved to act, and that we will be moved with compassion for others. So God, give us an open heart of compassion today.
I think we should, when we leave the house every morning, I think it's our mission to look for those people. I love a challenge of saying hello to folks. They got their head down, or their head down on their phone, looking at it. I just it almost just tickles me to death to say hello to folks.
And I love you saying that, because I used to not be like that, but I enjoy finding people and the challenge of talking to people now, and that's different. I used to not be that way,
really?
But I do. I enjoy trying to strike up a conversation, and so just let people know that, hey, they've got a friend. There are others out there who cares about the situation. And when I ask, how are you doing, I don't want it to be a phrase, just a conversation starter, or just filler words, but I want it to be words from the heart that, I'm really concerned, how are you doing today? Have compassion for those people.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
You watch folks' faces. You can be walking into Walmart, and they're coming out, and they look all sad, and you go, hey, how you doing? Just that, and their face will light up sometimes.
Yeah.
Adam, my first impression of you years ago, you were shy. You were shy at one time, were you not?
Absolutely. And you know what? That's what I've told Misty, Scott. And we were talking the other day, and I used to what you call it, introvert or what, I don't know, but I was, and I didn't want to talk to people, and I'm still reserved in some ways, but I tell you, I mean, you can see a difference, I guess, Scott, because I enjoy getting out and talking to others now. So.
What was the change? Did you get your confidence?
Well, maybe, but I think, you know what, and there's nothing wrong with being shy. There's nothing wrong with being sort of what we call an introvert or keeping to yourself. But I think that over the years, God developed a calling in me, not, you know, and I'm speaking for me, but not to stay to myself, but Adam, I'm calling you to get out and shine my light to others. Go out and talk to others. I didn't give you a voice, Adam, for you to stay silent. So, and I got to tell you, it's God in me, because that was not natural for me, but now I love it. I enjoy going out and meeting others and talking to others.
I talk to myself, too. I mean, I have some good conversation just with myself sometimes.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, Adam, a great start to the day. You get out there and talk to folks and make somebody's day today.
I will do it. Hey, y'all have a great day today. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and just pray y'all have a great day, and looking forward to talking to you tomorrow.
Go open some doors.
Talk to you soon. See you.
See you, buddy.
All right.
Adam Wade getting our day started. 52 degrees outside right now. Not a heavy fog, not where I came from, but it's a real misty.
It was dripping.
Yeah, dripping.
The trees were dripping.
Mid-60s today. Slight chance of rain. I don't think we'll get any, but there's a slight chance tonight. About the same temperature, a little bit warmer tonight. 55, showers early, about a 50-50 chance going into the rest of the week. Looking like this. 73 and 52 degrees tomorrow. 71 and 60 Thursday. Got rain moving in here Friday and Saturday. 73 and 61 Friday. Big time chance of rain Saturday, 67. Then it'll start cooling off again, 42. Then on Sunday, back to some a more cooler temperatures. 55 on Sunday, rain out of here, and a low of 32. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by our friends, the Yerke family. Alex City Marine in the Gap. Are you ready to get that boat out of storage? Are you ready to put it up storage? They've got some great storage units at Alex City Marine in the Gap. Salvation Army on Highway 280 in Alexander City. 6800 US 280. It's a brand new year. I know we talked about this yesterday, but now is a good time to clean out the closets, clean out the garage. Clean out your cabinets, those coffee mugs that they stockpile and you don't drink out of all of them. Why don't you take them to somebody that can probably use them? Salvation Army could use them. Alex City.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Sometimes we want to be Old MacDonald and have a farm, but an oink oink here and a quack quack there ends up costing a lot of everywhere. Old MacDonald knew that Pop's 49 Feed and Seed in Dadeville was the best place to save here, there, and everywhere. Just a short drive from Alex City and new site. Pop's 49 Feed and Seed is on Highway 49 North in Dadeville. 256-825-8812. That's 256-825-8812.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
A fresh start begins at home. This new year, Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is bringing comfort your way with maintenance inspections starting at just $29 and installations as low as $50 a month. Start the year right with Dixie. A fresh start begins at home. This new year, Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is bringing comfort your way with maintenance inspections starting at just $29 and installations as low as $50 a month. Start the year right with Dixie.
Two Rivers Lumber Company has a proud heritage in the state of Alabama and is excited to announce we are opening a new facility in the Lake Martin area late 2025. Our company specializes in southern yellow pine dimension lumber, and we plan to employ over 150 in our new community of Lake Martin. Two Rivers Lumber Company is a family-run business with over 45 years of service to the state. And we are happy to become a part of the Lake Martin community and want to wish the best of luck to all area athletic teams in all competitions. Two Rivers Lumber, Lake Martin's newest community partner, coming soon.
May's going there for lunch day with my old buddy, the redheaded stranger, Jay Scott and Tom Young. I can't wait to sit down with those guys and have a meal that I'll tell you all about tomorrow. Breakfast is being served this morning, lunch, of course, at lunchtime, and then supper time. Let's talk about catering. He was really, really busy during the holidays, so get in touch with our buddy Gary Tapley, May's, Calhoun Street, inside the square. Andy Tucker, good morning to you. And Miss Barbara Sokol. Adam Wade was outstanding academically and athletically. Adam may have perceived himself as shy, but was so respected and loved among his classmates, one of whom was my son, Jared. Barbara, thank you for sharing that, and good morning to you. Hey, we got us a new chief of police in Alexander City. He was sworn in last night at the city council meeting. Our Alex City mayor will be out here this morning, Mayor Mike Dinsmore. But looking, Chris Spivey was sworn in as chief of police last night, so congratulations, chief. Look forward to maybe possibly getting you out here soon and talking about that. Randy Haynes, your hand's looking real good there, but he's a presiding judge there.
I thought he was Kalijah.
Well, he may be. He may be.
Like he was saying how.
Poor old Kalijah. Hey, we showed you some pictures yesterday of the Rocky Creek Kennels up in Newside, Alabama, in the beautiful area of Newside, Alabama. And my buddy Keith Dean sent me some more. Rocky Creek Kennels, of course, is in the just a gorgeous area. I know we talked about the cabin, but the kennels, he's big into hunting, especially coon dogs, rabbit dogs, and of course rabbit hash that we had the other day. There's the cabin we showed you yesterday, made by the Amish, built by the Amish. I believe they're out of Clay County, I believe, and there they are. Keith Dean and Miss Melissa Dean. So good morning to y'all, and thanks for the pictures there, Keith Dean, and thanks for the invitation. Let's see what else I got. Reuben Prater will be out here at 7. Mike Dinsmore, our mayor, will be out here at 6:30. Dadeville mayor will be out here at 7:30 this morning. So we got a lot going on this morning.
You're getting mayored up. Hey, there's some birthdays out here today. Some folks you might know. Roy Gorey.
I know, Brother Roy. Roy the boy.
Brian Ray, B. Ray's birthday today. Randy P. Dawkins'
Not
birthday.
the dog.
Yes.
I didn't even look see.
January 6th, today's his birthday.
Michael Waldrop, Reverend Michael Waldrop's birthday
Yep.
today. Barry Crowley, I went to school, my boys, Jordan,
I bet this guy's not watching because he doesn't live here anymore, but his daddy was a great guy. Rhett McWright's birthday today.
Yeah, I know.
Stanley.
Yeah, Stanley's boy. That's Stanley, boy. He liked his Schlitz. Jet Williams' birthday today. That's, of course, Hank Williams' daughter. Happy birthday to you, Jet, up there in east of Nashville, Tennessee. Rockford's got a new ordinance. They're kind of upset down that way. Town of Rockford to increase enforcement and citations. The town of Rockford will begin heightened code and traffic enforcement regarding ATVs on the roadway effective immediately. This decision follows an increase in complaints from residents regarding safety hazards and noncompliance. That could go around here too.
Yes. You wrap one of those around a pole, power pole, you're in a mess. And no helmet.
I agree with you 100%. Hey, go ahead.
A couple of things real quick, because Alex City Elks, they want me to promote this. We did it yesterday. This is this Saturday, the 10th, Alex City Elks Hoop Shoot over at the Sportplex, 9 a.m., 8 o'clock registration. If you're bringing your child, make sure you bring a copy of their birth certificate. Boys and girls 8 through 13 years of age. If they win, they get to go to the district in Dothan, then on to the state. So it's a good thing. They've been doing this for many, many years. I've known several kids who've made it from here to the state, and it's free throw shooting. And boy, Auburn could have used some Saturday.
I heard somebody say something.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
missed 12 of them. But anyways, contact Paul Brewer, 256-307-9220, if you have a child that wants to participate in the Alexander City Elks Hoop Shoot.
James Spann's going to be here in Alexander City this coming Saturday at Atlanta's Place from 9:30 to 12:30. We'll have all of his cool weather shirts that are great for this time of the year, talking about his book. But so if you get a chance to go to Atlanta's Place for breakfast and lunch, which is right up the road on Marshall Street, she will, or James Spann. I know he was at Carlisle several years ago. Got me just a super nice guy that's really made a heck of a name for himself in the weather world.
Not just in Alabama.
No,
I mean,
you're
all
right.
over.
You're exactly right. Come play electric darts tonight. Hot dogs and drinks from 3 to 10. I'm talking about Martin's on Lake Martin. So we got a lot going on around.
If you hadn't been down there to Martin's, that place is nice.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Very nice.
Cancer Thrivers Support Group will meet today. I talked to George Miranda yesterday, the director of the Cancer Center, who will lead this. Meetings held at the Cancer Center conference room today at 1 o'clock. So put that on your things to do for today. Bingo will get started back this coming Thursday at the Elks Lodge. So put that on your things to do for this week.
They wouldn't draw my name out the other night for the prize money.
Man,
that's why I left early. I was like, oh, come on now, draw my name.
Man, I'm telling you what, they hit, $2,500 worth of.
They did.
I mean, that makes you want to hang around. First Baptist Church, Dadeville. Prayer Boot Camp, ages 18 and up. That will be January 9th and 10th, 6 to 8:30 p.m. The 10th will be 8 a.m. to 12. 6 to 8:30, dinner will be provided. The 8 a.m. to 12 on the 10th will be a light breakfast. So put that on your things to do that. First Baptist Church in Dadeville.
Good morning, Dana Lett, and good morning, Miss Peggy Bullard. They're both watching us this morning.
Good morning, girls. Hope y'all having a good morning. I worked out with Jim Peace and Carrie Tidwell yesterday. Of course, Jim was late. He said he had to be on a call or something like that. Anything to not be there working out. And I was going to get it started. I said meet on the ellipticals. I hate ellipticals. They're really, really good for you. I stayed on that sap sucker for 20 minutes, which is about 15 minutes longer than I normally do. But it was a good workout.
You climb them, but you're not going anywhere.
Well, it's really good exercise, and I know I need to do that more often. But it's something. It's kind of like going to the getting on the weights. I have to push myself to do that. A lot going on around here. And so if you got things coming up, I know we got the second annual Fur Ball coming up, benefiting Lake Martin Animal Rescue. That's going to be February the 13th at the Mitchell House. So if you have things going on, you can either email me, KennyDeanAC@gmail.com, KennyDeanAC@gmail.com. So we're looking forward to getting back in the swing of things.
One real quick thing before the music gets us out of here. Martin Luther King Community Choir Practice. They have practice tonight and January 13th at Cooper Rec, 6 p.m. Director Bettina Woods. Your voices are requested. Come join them over there and get ready for the Martin Luther King Day.
Make a joyful noise. We'll be right back. Emporium Wine. I was about the other day getting a special bottle of wine for a special person, and enjoyed my sit down with a Henry Foy and old Hambone from Sylacauga. Had a good conversation. But that's it. It's not just a place to go in and buy your cigars, your wine, your gifts. It's a place to have a conversation. We were talking about having a conversation, opening doors this week. Go open the door at Emporium Wine with Henry on Calhoun Street at 10 a.m. this morning.
Glory's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Glory's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Glory's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU-SDC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623. Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park. And there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asks you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
And welcome back to the front porch on a Tuesday morning with the Alex City Mayor. We woke him up this morning. Mike Dinsmore with us this morning. Called him at 8 o'clock last night.
8 o'clock. Run hard and get up wet.
What are you doing in the morning? Well, we'll probably sleep, but no, we got him up early. We got him up early this morning. But thank you. City Council was last night, and what we do is get back on schedule. The first Monday with City Council be out here on that Tuesday morning to kind of run down. We showed the Chief of Police being sworn in last night, Chief Spivey, so he's official now.
He's official. He's been official since first of the year.
Okay.
And doing a good job. A lot of hope that he will rebuild, and some of our officers' vacancies will be able to find people to fill those. So big thing is fill up the vacancies.
Are there a lot of vacancies right now? Is it tough?
I wouldn't say a lot, but they're more than we'd like.
Yeah.
That's and more help's getting hard to find across the board everywhere.
Especially in our, the policemen. How about the fire department?
The fire department does the same thing. They're not quite as bad, but are quite as the need's not quite as much. Mm-hmm. But both those groups, I mentioned it last night in some of my remarks, that what I learned during the holidays is I'm more sensitive to things as mayor than I was. And I would just encourage all of us to pay attention to that, because
our surroundings?
Surroundings, and I noticed during the holidays that I'd see red lights flashing and hear sirens and blue lights.
Yeah.
And while we were enjoying the holidays,
you're right,
24/7, they're working.
Mm-hmm. We don't thank them enough. We do take you guys and gals for granted, and I'm just as guilty as anybody. But when you need them, man, they're there.
And I would encourage all of you, never miss a chance when you see one of our officers, firemen out. Don't miss a chance to buy them a cup of coffee, buy them a sandwich. Mm-hmm. You can't imagine how much that will mean to them.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Or our people working on your street or in your yard, just go out and say thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think about the guys that ride the back of those trucks, those trash trucks. It's dark in the morning. It's really a dangerous job, but they're out there early. And in a trash truck to a little person, they love a trash truck. They got cartoons. They got books about them. So a lot of time they're the heroes.
Growing up, those guys. We didn't have the push trash cans that we have now. There were 10 cans.
Oh, yeah.
And those guys, they could roll them.
Yeah.
They could take their hand and roll those cans.
There was an art to it.
Yeah. There was an art to it, and I was just amazed. I was always amazed at how those guys worked, and it's pretty cool how they handle those trash cans.
Mike, did you ever work for the city as a young man?
Never worked for the city. I dug ditches for Charles Wayne Davis, and what was the guy's name? It was his foreman. I can't think of it right now, and then I worked in a farm. I actually went up every Sunday afternoon before I got my driver's license. I went up to Ashland every Sunday afternoon and came back every Friday afternoon and worked 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the evening for a farmer up there in the summers.
Cows or?
Cows and hogs.
Cows and hogs.
So your parents just got rid of you there?
My parents got rid of me.
What does that tell you?
I got $5 a day and room and board.
Wow. You talking about your parents got rid of you. Tom Young, I'll tell you, we went up to Captain's Saturday, but he was talking about it. What's the Ben Russell's place up there in the Hog Mountain area?
The quarters.
No, not the quarters.
Dutch Ben.
Dutch Ben. He's talking about, said Miss Barber just dropped him off, and the other parents just dropped him off up there in the woods to camp out. Mm-hmm. Well, he fell that night and broke his arm. Well, they had to walk out of there to go to a home, and that's something, today, I don't know, parents would just drop them off. I don't know if they do that anymore, but it was different days, different times.
It was a different day, hiking the Horseshoe Bend Trail.
Yeah.
We were in the woods.
Yeah, you're exactly right. When was the last time you hiked that trail?
When I was probably a senior in high school.
Really?
The last time I hiked that trail.
Did you ever go into the caves up in Hog Mountain?
When you were talking about Hog Mountain, when we were doing two-a-days our senior year in high school, Tommy Gann was quarterback.
Right.
And some of us, when we got through with our morning workout, we ran up to Hog Mountain and went up in some of the caves. Well, I thought it'd be a good idea, and some of the rest of us did, since we were in front and had a flashlight, that we get on down a little bit and get in front of Tommy and a couple of other guys. We got in front of him and found a little ledge, and when he came by, we reached down and growled and grabbed him. He went skirt. I mean, you know, you couldn't stand up. Anyway, he cut his hand.
Oh, whoa.
Had to have stitches.
Oh, no.
Coach Lee was not impressed.
No, not at all.
No, not even a little bit.
His quarterback, y'all already
Our
injured him.
quarterback, we had stitches in our quarterback's hand, and it was just unbelievable. But it's fun.
But I think about my senior trip. I know we did it one time. Some of those places you'd have to crawl, and then it would open up and it'd be like a water in there. Would I do that today? Heck no.
We know they dynamited most of those, and you can't find them or get in them anymore.
Okay.
And they went in there a number of years ago and dynamited them.
I didn't realize.
Down.
But we were just talking about, and I said this yesterday on the show, and I sincerely mean it. You know, people that live in cow pens and in really rural Alabama, I admire you. I said this, and I'll say it again. I'll say it every day. It's just, you know, those people, I appreciate them.
That urban living is a unique way to live.
Are people moving? Are people that's moving in here from all over the United States? They're finding out what that is more than somebody. Than we are. You're right.
They're buying a lot of those places.
I know that.
And living on them and thinking, boy, isn't this having it made?
This is heaven.
I've got a couple acres of land, can have a garden. It's different. A lot of work. And you got to plan your trips to town.
You're right.
But it's a good life.
Yeah, we've got just planning your trips. You know, we're out of bread. Well, you have to wait till tomorrow. I'm not going tonight. Where we live in town, the grocery stores are our pantries. You know, we don't have any. Well, I'll run and get some real quick. But if you live out in the country, you can't do that.
I was going to WW's basketball game last night at Cooper Rec and had to stop and get some water. And it was convenient. I was going to ask, is Cooper Rec, is that part of the city? Does the city own that, or is that school?
City got Cooper Rec, and then the school got Stevens, but it's, you know, close line, but Cooper Rec is under the city guidance, leadership, parks and recreation.
Okay, I was thinking about that while I was over there. That's been used for a long time.
Got used for a long time, and we approved a resolution last night to give it some more use for some kids that have made some mistakes in their life and got, as Coach Harold said, got caught. And we are covenanting with a mentoring group that's going to come in and a couple of days a week, give them a chance to learn to think differently and behave differently.
What did go on last night? Some other things, some other resolutions?
It was pretty much a routine night. We bought a new vehicle for the golf course, part of the mowing system, and renewed a couple of contracts, chemicals for our water, and pretty much a routine meeting last night.
I think about our golf course, Lake Winds. Those guys right there, my hat goes off to them. It truly does. I mean, they work 365 to keep that up, and it's been well maintained over the years, and the membership I think has grown too.
It got some, and their revenue has grown for the city. And the thing I used to say when I was still playing golf, and we're pretty serious about it, is there may be bigger, nicer, quote, golf courses, but the thing about Lake Winds is if you play Lake Winds and you're really a golfer, you have to learn to hit all the shots to play Lake Wind. You can't just hit it your way. You got to play the course there, because it may be short, it may not be one of the Grand Nationals, but if you'll play Lake Wind, you'll keep your golf game in shape.
The late Benny Bailey, my buddy. I loved Benny Bailey. Now, I know he's not here to defend himself. If he was, I'd still tell this on him. But I've been told that Benny would maybe hit a ball out in the woods, and somehow that ball that landed in the woods, them big old size 15 shoe he wore, somehow that ball would wind up in fairway. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, if you talk to the squirrels just right, they'll help you. The squirrels will help you.
Oh, yeah.
They'll throw it back out there for you.
But no, it's, of course, it was, my dad built that way back when in the 60s. It was called Midway at the time. There was Midway trailer park there. It had a bunch of trailers in it. We'll be right back. Let's talk about Force Auto Sales because they're easy to talk about because they're easy people to deal with. Whether you're getting your vehicle serviced, you're buying tires from them, you're looking at a used car, truck, van, SUV, Jeep. They've got a little bit of everything. Force Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kelton, Alabama.
Looking for reliable medical equipment close to home? Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical in Sylacauga has you covered with oxygen, CPAPs and BPAPs, continuous glucose monitors, wound care, and airway therapy. Need mobility support? We offer braces, lift chairs, and both manual and motorized wheelchairs available for rent or purchase. We'll even show you how to use your equipment, and yes, we accept most insurances. Serving the Sylacauga area for over 20 years, that's Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort Williams. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Call 256-245-1411 today.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging to help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449.
Hi, I'm Quinn Harrelson at Riverbank and Trust. As a mortgage lender, I work hard to earn my clients' trust. That means being accessible when they need me, on my personal cell phone, even on the weekends, and delivering mortgage options that work best for their financial well-being. Building lasting relationships and the excitement of helping clients purchase a home, well, that never gets old.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama. Floyd's Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dadeville. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Floyd's Feed and Seed, downtown Dadeville, Alabama.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Anthony's Plumbing, we're talking about cleaning things out. Well, if you run into an issue with your plumbing, it just happens. And most of the time you need somebody like right now. Anthony, of course, worked for the city for years. He loves what he does, and you can depend on him. Let me give you his number, 256-596-1111. That's Anthony's Plumbing. That's Anthony Waldrop. That's plumbing or sewer work, 256-596-1111. Come back in here and join us with the mayor of Alexander City, Mike Dinsmore. Andy Tucker was talking to him. And you're telling us, first, a pair of blue jeans, you were 25 years old.
25 years old. We had to order out of Sears and Roebuck or Penny's or Fair Store basement, gabardine. So we didn't have blue jeans. We had those old gabardine.
Pete Calabro.
You got it.
What a name. Of course, he was the voice of the Benjamin Russell Wildcats.
Speaking of sports.
Yeah. I mean, he was just good. From New York, moved down here, but just raised his family. Raised his family here. Steve
was a little. He's 2 or 3 years. He's close between us.
Yeah, he's a year or two older than me. But did they have an older brother than Steve?
I think there were three, at least three of them, if not four.
Mary Lee was their daughter. Mary Lee was my age, and they had another daughter, but just moved in here and just made themselves at home.
Pete was so shy.
But I think about, with Adam Wade, our Reverend for the week, talking about opening doors. That's what we're doing this year. We're opening a big old door. Lake Martin's going to be 100 years old. Our country, 250 years old. All those things we're going to be a big part of that. Right. Some things that you can talk about that the city's planning, or
well, I've told people hold the date, July the 4th. Plan to be in town.
Yes, sir.
That's as far as I'm going with it right now.
Okay.
But we're planning to share the property at City Hall with the people in Ellick City.
Okay. Wow.
In an appropriate way.
Okay.
We sit on. I thought it was 53 acres, and Amanda Thomas came in last week and said, Mike, there's another piece, and when we added that, there's 80 acres of land that surrounds our City Hall.
Where City Hall is now?
Where City Hall sits now.
Okay.
80 acres that is city property.
Wow.
And it's beautiful if you've ever been back behind.
Oh, I have.
Absolutely beautiful.
There used to be a couple of big bucks on that property.
We're going to talk about any bucks on that.
Before Chick-fil-A was there, you could ride by it, and almost every other day you'd see the big boy right out there, right in that field right there.
So that 80 acres, of course, goes out to the soccer fields.
The soccer fields, and to Joseph on the front, and we own some of that across the street at Joseph.
Okay.
But then back behind all the way to Young's Acres.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And, down where the old apartments were, duplexes
across the
were.
bridge.
That's all still there, and is adjacent to one of the cul-de-sacs in Young's Acres.
Do the police department use that some for training?
Training.
Okay.
They do indeed. Yeah.
And then you go back to the guest house and all that. You said in time you hope to have some, maybe turn that into where people can sit down and have a picnic back there?
That's right. That's what we'd love to have it, where you can come walk your dog, have a picnic, meet your, make your proposal to your sweetie. We'd like to have it to be a venue for the community.
Where did you make your proposal to Patsy?
Where in the world did I make that proposal? I think we were sitting in her living room at the time.
Really?
And she didn't give me an answer, so she'd have to think about it.
It's better than no.
Way to go, girl.
It's better than no.
It's better than no.
At least you put some thought into it.
That's right. But when we got an answer, it stuck.
I'll be darned. I've never. And that's the thing about coming out here on the front porch. We sit down, we have a conversation, and we'd love to get personal. And I guess I thank people for letting us get personal. That's people want to know.
Well, Patsy's one of 5.
Okay.
And the first 3 were sisters. Patsy's the oldest.
Oh, okay.
Not only did I ask her, and she told me she'd think about it, she had to call her sisters in for their opinion.
So they had a conference.
And you still got married.
Yeah.
And when I met her mom and dad for the first time, we walked in the living room to meet them, and one of the little nieces was right on the steps behind me, and she stepped in and jumped up and hugged my neck.
Oh, wow.
And said, "Uncle Mike."
Wow.
And Patsy's mother looked up with all the dignity she could muster and said, "Is there something we should know?"
But you were welcome right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
I think it's very, I'm talking to people that may be looking at getting married right now, young people, or no matter who you are. I think it's very important that you, when you marry in, that that her mom and dad or his mom and dad are on your side. It's very important for a marriage because, a lot of times it doesn't work out that way. Mm-hmm. It can be rocky.
If in-law makes a difference, you got a difference.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I took Cindy out in a canoe. It was like early March, and down at the lake, about 250, 300 yards from the house, out on the water, and it was going to be a cold swim back, and she said no.
Wow.
I mean, I was like, yeah. It really wasn't quite like that, but we were in a canoe.
Really? I'll be darned.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, and I looked, it had a little leak in it. I was like, we got to go. We got to make a decision.
The hole's getting bigger.
I know it.
When was the last time you was in a canoe? Or kayak? Have you ever kayaked?
And actually, I got a canoe, but it's been years since we had it in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Golly, we used to have a little, like 6 acres down on, it was right off Fish Pond Road, right off 22, and it came, you had the creeks ran together at this property, and I had a canoe, and to go spotted bass, man, that was fun. I mean, it was just a little, not a lot of water, but golly, they put up a fight. Mm-hmm. When was the last time you went fishing?
I hadn't been fishing in a year.
Really? So you killed your brother last time, Ken?
I went with my brother last time, and he couldn't come last year, and things got busy, and we let things fill little slots.
Yeah. Are you a fisherman?
With a cork and a red worm off the pier, yeah. But getting out in the boat for 4 or 5 hours, I've got a bass boat that I bought for Michael when he was on the fishing team, and I think I've been in it one time. And I love fish. And I love to eat them. I don't have the patience to go out there and spend
that's me.
Half a day or whatever. And but if they're biting, I love them on the pier. Hey, I hear music. We have a first-time listener and watcher this morning, Judy Barber from Shorter, Alabama. She says, "Good morning, first-time listener from Shorter, Alabama." And Beverly Henry is watching us from Huntsville. She said listening to us brings her closer to home.
Well, good.
We wish you still lived here, Beverly.
Yeah. Well, and good morning to you. Mike, thank you for coming out here. Thank you for what you're doing for our city. And to all the employees, all the city employees, we hope y'all have a great day. We'll be right back. Shopping. Oh, let's talk about what's going on over at Coons Corner. I can guarantee you one thing, it's going to be good today. Bro, yeah, fried pork chop or fried chicken. Or heck, get both of them. Broccoli cheese rice, black-eyed peas, green beans, cream corn, strawberry cobbler, and breakfast is being served right now at Coons Corner.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
Obituaries this morning brought to you by Radney and Langley Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mr. David Grady Patterson, 76 of Alexander City, will be Saturday, January 10th at 12:30 at Wayside Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Hillview Memorial Park, and the family will receive friends on Saturday from 10 to 12 p.m. at Wayside Church. One quick good trivia about Mr. Patterson. He attended Alex City Schools, and he went kindergarten through 12th grade and never missed a day. Perfect attendance. Great guy, Mr. Patterson. Funeral service for Mr. Frederick Francis Caston, 85 of Alex City, will be Wednesday, January 7th at 2 o'clock at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. The family will receive friends on Tuesday, January 6th, today, from 5 to 7 at Radney Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mr. Randall Burl Jones, 70, of Equality, will be Thursday, January the 8th at 2 p.m. at First Baptist Church, Alexander City. Burial will follow in the New Harmony Cemetery in Equality. The family will receive friends on Thursday from 1 to 2 at First Baptist Church, Radney, in charge of Mr. Jones' arrangements. As always, our thoughts and prayers go out to all the ones who've lost loved ones, and we'll be right back.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Wharf Casual Seafood is serving up the ultimate game day feast. Their family meal deals are the MVP on game day. Make dinner easy before the big game. Every bite's a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out their menu at wharfcasualseafood.com.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
Music Depot, Highway 280, Alexander City, right next to Depot Gun and Pond. Owner Andy Tucker says, come on in. $99 out the door, acoustic or electric guitars. And when it comes to band equipment, they got every type band equipment, amplifiers, organs, keyboards, and a little bit of everything when it comes to music. That's Music Depot, Highway 280 in Alexander City.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby Sauce Boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Enoch's Hardware, Bait and Tackle, Rockford, Alabama. Christopher Crumley invites you to come on in today. Hey, we talked about fishing a while ago. This is not just a hardware store. It's got bait and tackle in there. That's where, in fact, that's where the whole thing came from, was from way back when. It all started with fishing. It's right behind the courthouse in downtown Rockford, Alabama. This is a fully stocked hardware store. Go see for yourself today and tell old Christopher Crumley the front porch sent you. I ain't lying either. Come on back in and join us right now with the one and only Ruben Prater out here. Finally. Didn't make it in 2025.
No, I tell you what, the old flu got me.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Let me tell you something. The old flu's bug and a lot of RSV, a lot of.
My daughter has the flu right now in Nashville. She tested type A yesterday.
It's going around.
It was. I asked my wife, said, what Mack truck hit me? Because I felt like I run over.
Yeah.
Couldn't get out of bed. And, it was really bad. But finally, I've gotten over it. She and I both had it at the same time. So it was kind of rough. But
y'all shouldn't be kissing. You wouldn't be kissing.
Exactly right.
You'll get up to him, Scott.
But,
yeah.
But you know something? I was listening to you when you were talking about your wife. You're lucky to have her. I mean, that's just all I can say. Is it's lucky to have. But I tell my people that I got mine by the grace of God, and I met her on a blind date. She was blind, and I was the date. And I asked her to marry me on the first date.
Really?
And
Wow.
she said yes. And so, come June of this year, we'll be married 45 years. So it's something that worked out good.
I'd never had a blind date in my life to Ellen Dean. That's coming up in March of this year will be 50 years.
Well.
So it's and let me tell you, and I think you guys will agree with me. Marriage is it's not easy.
No,
I don't care. Some are easier than others, probably, but it's not easy. So,
my daddy told me there was two things that's hard in life, and that was marriage. And I thought a minute, and I said, "What else did you want to tell me?" And getting old.
Yeah.
And getting old's not for sissies.
Yeah. I've had several. Me being 73, I've had several folks that are in their 80s now to say that same thing. And I think it just gets a time in our life, and of course you got years to go. Hopefully, it just gets. It's a time where things just start breaking. I mean, like an old car.
My dad talked about the thing of getting to the top of the hill, and there wasn't any rolling back. You had to go on forward down the hill. So that's where I've gone. I went down the hill because I went early.
Yeah.
But it's been good, and it gets good every day. Just getting out of the bed. And
I remember one thing that Wilmerdine told me, and he had a lot of sayings that I didn't pay any attention to as a young man, but I think about them a lot. He said, if you can count all your friends on one hand, you're doing good. Well, when I was a teenager, early 20s, old man, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what? He was right.
That's right.
I mean, when you really, acquaintances and relationships and friendships are one thing, but a real friend, you're right. It boils down to you five.
That's
okay.
Yeah, it is okay. I moved around as a youngster all the way till I graduated from high school, and I've got friends in all the places I lived around it. And of course my wife kind of got mad, but she, I know people in places, and we were on vacation, and we go to Johnson City, North Carolina. And we were sitting in church, and I said, I think I know this man. She said, no, you don't. You don't either. And I said, yeah, I do. I think I know this man. And the man turned around and said, how you doing, Reuben? It was my old Little League baseball coach.
I'm darned.
And so, she said, I'll never doubt you again. Now, we've seen people, she and I getting off a plane in Alaska, and the guy's waving his hand, hey, Reuben, how you doing? The guy from Lafayette, Alabama. So it's been one of those things.
It's a small world.
It's a small world.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. But I've got people all over the United States, even in other countries, that know me, and it's made my life larger, and it's increased as Prayer Jabel has asked the Lord to increase His territory. Well, my territory has been increased, and I tell you, I thoroughly thank God for what He has done for me, and I have met people. Little people, and I say little, not little in size, but little in their, they wouldn't get out there and they wouldn't show themselves off, and they were very quiet about it. I met some of the big people. I used to sit on I was 4 years old and sat on the front porch with Big Jim Folsom.
Oh, really?
And the elementary school that my brother started going to was East Elementary Coleman. And he told me something, and I'll always remember it. He said, "Don't take any copper dimes or wooden nickels."
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
And he told me I was 4 years old when he said this. He said, "The people of Alabama, if they elect me again," said, "I might rob them blind, but said, I will give them the best road system in the world, and they can have." But so things about learning about who they are and all that stuff, I've learned. And like I said, in these later years, going through what I've gone through and all the problems I've had, my life has been enriched by it. I've had people to send me text messages. I'm praying for you from California and Alaska and places that reached far out.
It works.
It works.
I know for a fact. You talking about running into people. Kenny Jr. and I were eating at a barbecue place in Birmingham a month back, and this couple comes in, and I said, "Hey, man," and he came over and he shook my hand. "Hey, man," I said, "This is Kenny Jr. right here," and this girl over here, I thought I knew her. He left. I said, "Junior, who was that?"
That's right.
I didn't have a clue. I just got them mixed up. So sometimes you don't know.
I was in Walmart yesterday, and this man comes up. "Hey, man, how you been doing?" And I didn't have anybody with me. I was by myself. "Hey, man, how you been doing?" I just hadn't seen you in a long time. And I thought about when he left. Who in the heck was that?
I do it all the time.
I wanted to take a selfie so I could ask my wife, who was this guy? Here. But we knew more people when we had our heads, our brains a little bit earlier,
Let me ask you, the sufficient grace, everything that we've been talking about right now, is that one reason that you wrote this book right here?
Mine really begins with a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
I was about 6.5 years old and had something to, as the old saying, it rocked my rocks and everything in my body. And it affected me. It was rough. It was very tough, but I kept it inside of me. I told nobody. And from the time that I was 6.5 until I was 55, nobody knew what was going on inside of me. And I covered over my feelings, covered over what was going on, and it affected me a long time. It affected how I acted and how I did things.
Can you share with us what that was?
It was a sexual assault.
Okay.
And
that's the first thing I thought about.
And it happened.
You went 50 years?
I went 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the thing about was that this was from my uncle, my daddy's youngest sister's husband, and I knew the relationship that my father and my aunt had, and I know telling what had happened would break up my father's heart, and so I left it alone, and I just kept on leaving it there, and it caused some issues, in my life. And then when I finally got to the point in time that I could take it no longer, September 23rd, 2014.
Wow.
I bowed on my knees before God and I said, "God, I can't take it some more." And
did it help?
I thought it did. Yeah, I thought it did. But it goes back to the thing here that when I was writing this book, it was really sufficient grace is what God told Paul. Paul asked for removal of the thorn out of his flesh.
So that's the reason for the thorn.
That's right.
Okay, that's why I asked that.
And that's exactly why. I was asking God to remove that thorn, take it away from me, because there were so many things involved in it. And I felt he said to me the same thing he told Paul, "My grace is sufficient." And that's what this comes up. And I've got that. In the introduction of my book, it says, "There's a moment in Scripture when Paul, overwhelmed by a struggle he could not escape, pleaded with God for relief. He had a thorn in his flesh, something painful, something persistent, something deeply personal. We never told what the thorn was, but the story isn't about the thorn. The story is about God's response."
Wow. So
that's where I began.
I be darned.
And so I've been working on that book 3 years.
We'll talk more about it when we come back. Man, we got so much to talk about with Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce in their brand new location, I might add, which is downtown Dadeville, right next to the courthouse. Go visit them. I know Bridget Thornell, the CEO of Dadeville, Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce, is really excited about this the year 2026. In fact, give them a call today. Go by and see them, 256-825-4019.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need. With top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill. And our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensi Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Red Flag Pest Control is Central Alabama's best in pest control with hometown service in Lake Martin and now the greater Montgomery area. When you see pests, throw down the red flag. Termites, bed bugs, carpenter bees, mosquitoes, or general pests. Red Flag gets the job done at the right price for your home or business. At Lake Martin, call 888-943-0353 or in Montgomery, 334-265-1831. Red Flag, the best in pest control in Central Alabama.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Come back in and join us. Sufficient Grace, experiencing God's healing, coming soon. Reuben Prater, when soon?
I met yesterday with editors and publishers via telephone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be talking again today. We had a problem. We were supposed to come out on the 5th or the middle of December, and had a problem. But the 22nd was supposed to have been out of December, and when they went to run it to get ready to print, chapter 9 and chapter 10 had some pages that were mixed. And I said, no, it's not going to happen. I said, to hold off. I'd rather it be waiting.
Good for you.
And so we talked yesterday to make sure everything's ready. I'm talking to an editor this morning. Everything's waiting for the final okie dokie for me and, all. But we're looking at next Tuesday. And it'll be on Amazon. And of course, there'll be places in big towns like Birmingham, Montgomery, Books and Nobles and places like that, they'll have it. But the easiest way to get it will be Amazon.
Okay.
And you can just order on there, and it'll ship it to you and all that.
Is this your first book?
This is my first book, yes.
I thought you had written, I don't know why I thought you had written another.
I've been working on that book for 3 years.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, and it was one of those things that I'd get so far and I'd just drop it off. And I had worked on it, and thing. I've got another one that's in the wings of waiting, as I put it, and there'll be a sequel to this one here. Yeah, it really was written before it, but never got as far as I wanted to make it. This one here was one of those things that God laid in my lap and said, here's the ending of it. Now, here's the finished part of it.
I was about to ask, how do you know when to end?
Well, the ending part came by the grace of God, because when I was getting ready to end this thing here, it came to the point I could tell no more, but I was encouraging the person that might be in the same situation I was, or challenges that I was, that now it's time to you pick up your story.
I was going to ask you, have you run into, since you've come out, have you run into other men or women that's run into this? Because I know you're not by yourself.
No. But, there is some. But the thing that's got me probably the worst, I substitute teached it a little bit a couple of years ago back, it's the children who are afraid to come out.
With you, 6.5 years old.
They're afraid to come out because of the repercussions in their family and all. Yeah, they're out there, and my heart just breaks when I read the newspaper and I've seen a mama that's killed 3 children because she doesn't want to put up with them, or a man who's sexually assaulted a child at 5, 6 years old, and I think, unless you get that child some help, he's going to be ruined for life. And that's where I pray that God will use me, use the book. But this book here tells, pick up your story. Don't let it be something that worries you your whole life. God's there. He's there to help you with your thorn and with your problem. And that's the thing about it is God will pick up where my book left off. God picks up.
What a great testimony. I mean, it truly is. I mean,
as I think about what I did, I didn't want my parents to know about it. I didn't want my family to know about it.
And that happens today.
Oh, it does.
Same thing.
It does. And my reasoning is because of how I really looked at my family, and I didn't want to break it. It'd be the reason why I broke up, type of problems. But I went through a lot of challenges. The devil loves to jump on your bandwagon and make some things hard. And so I went through several years and a lot of problems. But I'd come to that point in time that I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the thing. I was dealing with Satan on one side and God on the other, and sometimes it hit against each other.
What made you, besides the man upstairs?
Well,
was there
burden,
a sign?
No, well, there was a sign. There was a burden. The burden that I had was that I had seen I needed an answer to my life. I come from a good family. I come from a good background. And so my thing was I wanted to get rid of it where I could come out and just say, I'm healed from this. And I thought the God was going to heal me. Well, he took it different ways, like Paul. He took that away from me, and he said, my grace is sufficient. And when he started saying it to me, that grace was sufficient. It took the weight off my shoulders. But, sometimes we do things that has to have repercussions to it. And God wanted me, because I did some things. I'd say I did some things that I wasn't proud of.
Ain't we all?
Yeah, and so that was on 23rd September 2014. I'd had some physical problems on the 29th of October. Matter of fact, it was
this year or 2025
of 2014.
Oh, okay,
2014. We always have. I always had a Hallelujah Festival, what we call it, church. And I was there, and telephone rang. I had been to see a doctor, and the doctor asked me, he said, what are you doing tomorrow at 6? I said, well, what am I supposed to be doing tomorrow at 6? He said, I want you up here at St. Vincent's. And when I got there, I had prostate cancer, stage 3. But he thought that it would be all over my body, as much as they saw it in the
Did they tell you that?
Yeah, he
Wow.
did. He said, he even said, you know, you're could be some possibilities of being stage 4. And of course, you know, once you learn that what prostate does and all that stuff, and you're going, you know, they took out the prostate, it adjusted my life. And then probably about 16 months later, I had to have another surgery that, you know, took away there was no doubt in my mind that it was going to change me because of the testosterone levels and all that stuff. But you know, it really worked with me, and it worked in my body. And that was part of God telling me, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of that problem. And he did. But as I wrote this book, I thought more and more about what God was doing in my life and how he was changing me. But what I had inside of me was what I wanted to give other people, that they're carrying the load, they're carrying the weight. And even some of them are committing suicide, some of them are going off in drugs and everything. But I want them to understand that God's waiting there for them. He'll take care of that. The thorn that's in your flesh, the problem that's in your life, he'll take care of that. And you can live a better life.
I hope somebody's listening or watching today that's hearing this, that's making a difference in your life, you know, like right now. Do you think that reading the Bible helped you with your decision? It
does have a thing, and I referred back to the thing of Paul, and you know,
what a writer.
Yeah, and you know, people didn't. That's one of the books that I'm looking at. You know, Paul. We never knew what Paul's thorn in the flesh was. Some said he had bad eyes. Somebody said he had an illness, a stomach problem, something of that sort. But I've studied him, and I've come to Paul that it wasn't a physical element as much as it was a personal element.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that?
Paul was a Jewish leader or Jewish person that killed Christians before he became a Christian himself. But if you read his writings, you see that things weighed heavy on him. He was concerned about the churches. He was concerned about what went on. But also in the background, you heard his heart that he still had that weight upon him for the Jewish people he'd killed, the Christian he'd killed.
I just learned something about Paul.
And of course, you know, Paul's the one that held the coats while they stoned Stephen in the Bible. And you know, he was
a bad dude.
He was a bad dude, but it had to wait on him, because even though that you're forgiven, it doesn't take away all the memories. And so that's the thing. He had a memory that it kept showing up. There are things in there.
Coming up January the 13th, which is a week from today, Sufficient Grace. Go to Amazon and pick it up. Thank you for coming out here and sharing your story with us. We'll be right back. Chick-fil-A, let me tell you what's going on at Chick-fil-A. Of course, they're located on Highway 280 right here in Alexander City. And they do a lot of catering, and they got specials coming up all the time at Chick-fil-A. If you don't believe me, go see for yourself. And tell Lois Ann, if you see her or any of the staff, that the front porch sent you. We'd appreciate it.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks. dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes, including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Hi, my name's Mac Alexander. This is my wife, Carolyn Alexander. And the reason we love our church, it's just an awesome family of believers in Jesus Christ. And our church genuinely has a heart for souls and community.
And we love our Sunday school class. It's a wonderful group of people, and we pray for each other in the good times and in the hard times.
Wintertime in the South is mild compared to other parts of the country, but we still tend to be less active and spend more time indoors. Show your heart some love this winter by getting it checked out at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Go back here and join us on the front porch. It's coming up, getting close to 7:30 this morning, and we've got another mayor out here from the other side of the river, and he swam all the way over here just for us this morning. Mr. Chuck Ledbetter with us out here, Dadeville mayor. Good morning to you. Happy New Year, brand new year. We were just talking about with you coming out here, with Mike coming out here. It's all about communication.
It really is. And you know, the more people know what we're doing, they can help and get on board, and people want to help.
Well, a lot of times people hear things and they don't hear the whole thing.
Correct.
And that way things get all bit out of shape.
Yeah,
so you want to stir the pot this morning?
I don't know about stirring the pot, but
really, that's what happens. That's why I think communication is very important for all of us.
Yeah. And you know, you mentioned, and it's funny because I've heard it, I guess, all my life that I've been around this area, you know, about that river. And of course, I'm an old river rat. I love that river. But years back, they built a bridge across that river. And so we're really all kind of one big community here,
Oh, we
you know.
are.
And
We are.
we worked, and Mayor Dinsmore is just a great guy. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does and what Alex City continues to do as they grow, and looking forward to what we can do in Dadeville and how we can work together for our community.
You know, and we're two different communities.
We are.
And I mean that as a compliment to both of us.
Correct.
You know, y'all have y'all's area. Alex City's got its area. And I want to go to the downtown area right now, because that's a big part. That's really the heart. That's the way I look at it.
It is, and with the way life has changed, you know, I'm an old history teacher, so I'll bore you to death with some of this, but you know, 100 years ago, 75 years ago, downtown Dadeville was a really thriving shopping. You know, all people came from all over to shop. People would even take the train and get off in Dadeville to shop. Okay, and at the depot.
I'm sorry, where was the depot in downtown Dadeville?
Well, you know where 280 goes through town.
Right.
And there's a Citgo store right there at the second red light coming from Alex City.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Basically, right there behind where the Citgo is, the rail right there, the depot was right there.
There's a spur right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, that spur was the original railroad, and they cut it, and they made a new cut to go later, years later.
I'll be darned.
And so, but what's happened now is downtown has become kind of a recreational and tourism magnet. And so, you know, people look at downtown, and it's the same with downtown Alex City. They go, you know, this reminds me of my grandmama's town. Or it reminds me when I used to go.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, and people want that, right? It's that feeling, that sentimentality. They may be living in Atlanta now, but they want to be able to visit those memories, and it's an opportunity to do that.
You think the Hallmark Channel has helped with that?
I
mean, all
think
the
it
Hallmark
has
movies,
hurt.
you know, all the Hallmark movies are all in a little small town.
yeah.
And you know, there's always a love story or whatever, and people it tugs on people's hearts and feelings. So I think it's helped.
It's simple.
No doubt.
Yeah, it's simple. It's a simple life. Yeah.
You know, where you live, where I live in downtown, Alex City downtown, Dadeville, I think about when people say Lafayette Street, where we live, it reminds me of Mayberry. That's a compliment to me.
Absolutely right.
I don't hear that all day long.
Absolutely
there ain't
right.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's right. And you know, most people, when they say that, they mean it as a compliment,
exactly right.
because they want to get back to Mayberry.
It makes them feel good.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think that's the reason. As far as people that we always talk about people that are moving in here from all over the United States, because they are. That's not just hearsay. That's
correct.
a fact, Jack.
Yes. Yes. And there's a great balance right there, because people are coming because of what we here in Tallapoosa County have to offer, and they want what we have. And so what we want to do is we want to keep that what we have. We want to keep that flavor, and we want to bring those people in who there's so much talent moving here,
You're right.
and talent and experience, and people who have the ability, who have spent a lifetime doing amazing things. I run into people all the time in Dadeville, Alabama, and I go, wow. You know, I mean, these are national leaders, world leaders in their fields, and you go, and you're right here in little old Dadeville. You know?
They're just people.
They are, and they engage.
Yeah.
And so we want to continue to leverage all of our resources, right?
Sir.
Who we are, where we've been, our people who've been here forever, whose families are
Build off
6,
of
7, 8 generations. That's great. That's huge. That gives us roots and a history. And at the same time, the people who move in and say, we want to be part of your history, and we want to be able to help grow it and make a future.
With history being a big part of your life, 2026 you got to be loving that.
Yes.
With all the history.
100 years of Lake Martin. Yeah.
I think about you were talking about the Miller Hotel.
Yes.
So much history there, and now they've opened it back up. Not I don't say modernized it, but they've opened it up and still got that old timey feeling.
It does, and it's going to
be Roaring Twenties.
People are going to love here. They're very, very close to opening the hotel rooms upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, they're. I got to tour them not long ago, and they're amazing. I mean, they're outstanding accommodations, and people are going to really enjoy that, and that's going to make it where as we have events in downtown Dadeville, they're places for people to be and places for
They're
people to
looking
enjoy.
for 'em.
Yes,
They're-
absolutely.
They're looking for 'em.
And you know, with lake season and with and then you know, our area has become a place where people come for football season in Auburn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so they can, you know, don't have to stay in all the traffic all the time. They can get in, get out, and get to the game, get home, and you know.
You seen what rooms cost in Auburn on weekends?
Oh, yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy.
it's crazy what they cost. So they can drive 30 minutes up the road.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not a fan of gouging, price gouging. Even in Birmingham, when Ellen's been in the hospital and I was staying up there, the rate was one rate during the week.
Yeah.
When the weekend, it almost doubled.
Yeah.
And that's not right.
That's one of the, I guess, negatives of the technology we have today. You know, now there's all this technology pricing, where market pricing, where they'll use the technology for hotel rooms, plane tickets, and all that. Well, as the demand starts to go up, the price starts going up.
Oh, wow.
And so they'll just and so that's a, you know, you say, well, in a way it's smart, but in a way it's like, well, wait a minute, you know, am I paying more than it's fair to pay?
Right.
So,
It makes you mad.
Yeah.
With you being still new at being mayor of Dadeville, what's something that's maybe happened that you said, wow, I didn't know this was going to be part of it. Does anything come to mind?
Not so much. There are a lot of things we're working on, and a lot of work that was already going on that we're continuing.
Yes, sir.
We've got a couple of paving projects that'll be done here in the next couple of months.
Where would that be?
Well, really old 280 for my old timers out there, South Street.
Okay.
Where by the hospital.
Right.
It's been a long time coming, and there's going to be paved from out at the 280 bypass all the way back past the hospital.
Is that city? That's a city road.
It is now a city road. Yes.
Okay.
And so we got
City
grant money. We got grant money that's covering that. Rebuild Alabama grant from gas taxes. We have another grant that we're finishing up, Culberson Street, which is actually right behind the football field.
Okay.
They had done work down. Of course, first of all, our school buses run that road.
Oh yeah.
And so it was in pretty bad shape already.
Yes, sir.
And they had to cut through it to there's a lot of people don't know, there's a creek that runs under the football stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And
I've heard that my whole life. I'm like, how does it run under the football stadium?
matter of fact, where the practice field, where the track is over there, used to be a pond.
Yeah.
Wow,
And,
I've known that. History. Here we go with history.
And I mean, not that long ago, there are a lot of people in Dadeville who remember when it was a pond. And but when they built it, they put in corrugated steel pipes. Well, they have a lifetime limit, and it was starting to collapse. And so they've gone in and fixed all that. The school board has done a really good job, but all that just the road needed to be fixed. And so with the last piece of a grant that from about 2021, we're finishing that, and so then we can move forward on some future grants.
Grants. Who do you have? One person, several people that write your grants, or
We're working on that right now.
Okay.
We're working on trying to find some effective grant writing, and we got a couple of possibilities, and we really want to work local if we can, because with some good grant writers locally, and we want to have a relationship with people we work with.
let me ask you something, because I don't know anything about grants other than what they do for a town. I guess I go back to the late Randy Thomas that used to write grants for Alexander City. He brought in millions of dollars.
Yes.
But is there a college, or do you go online to learn how to do that? Because it's so important.
It is, and I think like a lot of things that are very unique. It's sort of an old school kind of almost an apprenticeship type thing to really learn it.
I agree.
You work with other people who do it, and you learn, and so I'm not going to call any names, but there's one or two people that are in our local area who have some great experience, and that I'm excited about talking to some more and having them talk with our kids.
Let me ask you this about grants. A young person that's getting out of high school, is that something we should encourage them to get into, grant writing?
Well,
or is it?
I tell you what I would say. To me, you encourage people to get into things that they have an interest in, right? And then they find they have an aptitude, right? Because just like with when I was an educator and hiring teachers, I talked to our principals about the fact that I use a little acronym HIP. I want HIP teachers. Well, you know, that, from us old enough that, you know, remember that term. But here's the thing.
I'm still hip.
when we said HIP, I want humility, integrity, and passion.
Wow.
Okay. If I get those three things in a teacher, everything else is going to fall in place.
Right.
They'll learn what they need to learn, right? So if I find somebody who says, "Oh, I have an aptitude for this," and I can help somebody, and I can learn what I need to learn, and I'll dive in and get it done, and they have a passion for it, then it's going to be great.
And the rest will come.
That's
We'll be right back. Doc's Cafe, man, they got breakfast being served right now. And I'll be honest with you, I've never had breakfast there. I've got to take time, maybe on Friday I can go out there and have breakfast. But don't wait on me. You go see for yourself. Today for lunchtime, meatloaf or hot dogs with chili and cheese, filled peas, crinkle fries, butter beans, broccoli, rice, and cheese casserole. And my old buddy, Willie Wright's chili. Check it out today, Doc's Cafe.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Butterfly's Gift Shop is located in downtown Dadeville, Alabama, behind the historic courthouse. Little Miss Paisley enjoys shopping, game day apparel, Chimney Rock hot sauce, caps, and a whole lot more. Then through the doors to Sweet Magnolia's Salon and Spa, where the girls are doing massages, hair, and facials. Mallory is now a skin consultant. Love doing hair and makeup for weddings. That's Sweet Magnolia Salon and Spa in downtown Dadeville.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
It's 52 degrees right now. Slight chance of rain today, mid-60s. It increases tonight, about a 50-50 chance, mid-50s for your low. Going into the rest of the week, looking like this. Warm, 73 and 52 tomorrow. Warm on Thursday, 71 and 60, slight chance of rain. And then the rain chances increase Friday. High 73, low 61. But then on Saturday, big time chance of rain, 67 for a high, 42 for a low. Then on Sunday, pleasant day, mid-50s on Sunday. Rain moves out. And then 32 on Sunday night. So there's your crazy Alabama 5-day forecast brought to you by our friends at Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City. Chuck Ledbetter with us out here, mayor of Dadeville, Alabama. Talking about grants that are so important to the whole region.
Yes. Well, you know, we don't have, we're not big enough to have just massive amounts of money budget-wise. We have a good budget. We're pleased with what we have. But we got to bring in the money that's out there that can help to create to meet the needs that we have.
Some things going on with y'all's city council, some things, resolutions or things that you want to let folks know that you're working on right now.
Well, a couple of things that we're working on. We're working on revamping our planning and zoning.
For downtown or the
for
whole
area?
area?
For the whole city, just making sure that it's what it needs to be. We've most of what's there was put in place in 2009, so it's been there for 16, 17 years. So long enough to say this works, this doesn't. You know, there's some things about this that really address what we need, and there's some things we need to adjust. And so we're working on that.
Do you have a committee or do you have a city council that looks at that, or
we
both?
have a committee. Cities have basically a planning commission and or committee, and then they bring things to the council for approval or for discussion.
Right.
And so they're working on that with the East Alabama Regional Planning and Development, our regional area that organization that helps all of our municipalities and counties and all. And so that's one thing we're working on. We're also working on some individual issues and things we need to just have plans so that we make our city just what we need it to be. One of it is we've got to improve our stray dogs, loose dogs, that kind of thing.
You don't have a leash law.
We do, but let me tell you something. The first leash law I found by going back through ordinances in Dadeville was from 1907.
Really?
Okay, so there's been a leash law for a long time, right?
Wow.
And ordinances passed. and so we want to find things that where we take care of our animals, but we also want to make sure that city's safe and good dogs can act a little crazy, just like teenagers. If you put a group of them together with no supervision, right?
Yeah. But for people who walk, people who run in the Dadeville area, they're wanting that leash law.
Oh, absolutely. And it's also taking care of the animals, right? Because we got vehicles and and we got 280 where the vehicles are moving fast, and there's a lot of them, and but also all through town, and so there's a lot of reasons to come up with something. But we're a small town, right?
Yeah.
So we can't operate a full-fledged
animal control.
An animal control officer, a pound, and all that. So we're working on solutions that partner with others around us to be able to make it into something that works. And sometimes some of the things we have to do in all organizations I've ever been a part of is move toward better before we get to best. And so we're working on those things and saying, okay, what can we afford? Because we do have to, we have a budget.
Be realistic.
Yeah. So let's make a difference. Let's put a dent in the problem. And same thing with just coming up with a plan for all over our city on tree trimming. Okay, so where do we trim? If it's a neighborhood, how far back do we go? If it's a major highway, what do we do? So we have all that already planned. We don't have to come up when we're doing the work and figure out what do we got to do now. We have a plan.
I think we as citizens, if we're going down the road and there's a stop sign and you got limbs maybe almost covering it up, I think it's our responsibility to go to either someone in your department or your department, same thing in Alexander City. And because a lot of times they don't see that. Maybe they don't go down that road. They don't see that. They don't know that needs to be done.
And there's a balance between, you say, okay, first of all, we want to make sure everything's safe. Secondly, we want quality aesthetics, and we want to have our trees. We want to have the fact that what they do for temperature in the summer. If you've got hardwood trees, it's going to bring that temperature down. If you've got, they also manage water. You don't think about, and I've read studies about how much water a tree takes in and keeps from having to go into the sewer system, and you have to manage your runoff and your drainage and everything else. So they're valuable assets. So we want to treat them that way and make sure that we're taking care of safety and taking care of our flora while we're at it.
Do y'all have a beautification board?
We do, and our beautification board is absolutely awesome. And y'all were talking about downtown and Hallmark a few minutes ago. Downtown Dadeville at Christmas looks like Hallmark.
Goodness.
I was just going to brag on downtown Dadeville, downtown Alexander City. Both of them just were breathtaking.
It is absolutely the work of volunteers.
Oh, okay.
The Dadeville Beautification Board, hours and hours and hours of work. And they were out there Sunday afternoon, getting everything down, getting things put up. That's putting it up can be putting it out can be kind of fun because everybody sees it.
Yeah.
Putting it up's not fun. After Christmas, it's just work. But they're committed and they make a huge difference. And it's a bunch of volunteers.
And also, it's costly.
It is
Those, as I know, Main Street with Alex City, they went in maybe last year before last, and replaced a lot of that old stuff.
Yes.
And man, you could see a difference.
Yes.
And so the beautification board, is that part of the city budget for those?
Well, most of what they do is not on budget. There's just a little bit of money budgeted to them, but most of what they do is not on budget. Sometimes the city has helped in purchasing some things. The county has helped.
Oh, okay.
There with around the courthouse and all, But Mickey Forbes is our chairman, and Elaine Forbes is our straw boss who manages things and makes everything.
They've been part of that for a while.
Mickey has the title.
Well, Mickey's a worker.
Yes.
Elaine is the brains.
I know.
And she puts it all together.
Yeah.
And but then there are just some committed people who just really get out there and get after it. They care.
Hip.
Yes.
They got
their help.
Passion.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
And boy, when you got that, the rest of it just comes, and that's why Dadeville is looking like it is. Alexander City is looking like it is, and it's just one big old beautiful 2026. And I'm just glad to be a part of it. I'm glad that you're a big part of it too. Hey, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We'll wrap this show up. Henderson Glass. Jesse, good morning to you and all the folks at Henderson Glass, Davie Road, Alexander City. If it's broke, they can fix it. If it's cracked, they can fix it. So keep that number handy, 234-5464, easy number to remember, 234-5464, or better yet, go by and see them on Davie Road in Alexander City.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Brown Nursing Home on Washington Street in Alexander City is a 68-bed facility. Therapies offered are physical, occupational, speech, IV, and wound healing. Very important to know, Brown Nursing Home accepts most insurances. Catherine Sykes is the RN Director of Nursing, Dr. Timothy Corbin is the Medical Director, and Dylan Beagles is the Administrator, and one fine staff that'll take care of you. It's all about you at Brown Nursing Home. 256-329-9061.
For all your camping needs, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, Class C, small trailers. Camping World in Salem has them. If you're looking for RV accessories, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Hitch and tow, RV essentials, RV lifestyle, RV interior. Whatever you need for your RV, Camping World in Salem has you covered. 3141 Lee Road 179, just off Highway 280 in Salem, under the giant American flag.
S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S Tire, #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Benton Clearing and Grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they get your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
We get it. Easy isn't always easy. A simple paint job turns into drywall quick. At Russell Do-It Center at Building Supply, we got you covered. With 9 locations across central Alabama, contractors and do-it-yourselfers can trust we have your back. Our experienced staff is here to be the voice of reason when projects get tough. Whether online or in-store, shop all the best brands with our Best Rewards loyalty program. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Well, let's wrap up this show one more time. Mayor, thank you so much for coming out here. Thank you for what you, the city council, and others are doing right now to make Dadeville a better area, part of Tallapoosa County.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the invitation to be here,
Yes, sir.
because the more we can tell people and people know what's going on, the better.
Well, and I know we talk about 2026 all the time. It's here now. It's going to be a good year for both sides of the river. It's, you know, with it being 100 years old, there's so much that's been going on. I know Sandra Fuller with tourism will be out here on Friday on the pre-recorded show.
She's watching right now, by the way.
Well, good morning to you, Sandra.
Hey, Sandra.
She and others that are making, there's just so much planning going on. And you got to have the right people in place.
You do.
On Dadeville and Alex City, because we're all one big old community. And I'm loving every bit of it. I'll send you some dates to be back out here next month. But we don't have to have a set time. If you got something going on, you need to be out here. All you gotta do is just holler. It's a front porch, for crying out loud. We'll see y'all tomorrow.